What's up, guys? Hope all is well. Got another video for you today about one of my favorite sets of all time. 84 Donruss, I guess, is my favorite set of all time, but number two and my number one favorite set of all time that I opened packs of as a kid when it was live hitting the shelves, 1990 Leaf. It is such a gorgeous set, such a classic set. I fell in love with this as soon as it hit the shelves, and to this day it can't be topped for me. This and 84 Donruss, and I will do another video on 91 Stadium Club, and we'll show some special some special stuff with that too. But I wanted to go through my my run of PSA 10s here. This is not everything. I will continue to pick up stars and guys that I like here and there over time, but this is what I have at this point with this collection, and then we'll look at something super special at the end. We'll look at something really awesome, but first of all, I want to show this real quick. This is my favorite Beckett of all time, June 1991. This thing is gorgeous. If I ever ask Dr. Beckett a question, it's not going to be any of the usual questions. It's going to be about this image, this artist, how they came to put this on here, all of that kind of stuff. I love this Beckett. It will always be my favorite Beckett ever. You got the 4 big Yankees on it, and I think it's just amazing. I think I had one of these framed at one time with like the starting lineups of these guys, that Legend series, standing in front of each one of their images back when I was a kid. Super cool, but definitely my favorite Beckett ever. Just incredible cover artwork. There was the ad for 91 Leaf coming out. But yeah, there's a article about this, but it was just incredible back then. But this was, do you remember the cold list? I know you still got the hot list in the new Beckett's, but there you go. Griffey was number 1. Dave Justice had passed up Frank Thomas. Bo Jackson had slipped a little bit, but still up there. Nolan Ryan, Ricky. Kevin Moss was still up there. Bobby Bonilla was still on there. 1991 score. Look at that. Number 26 was 1991 score. Mo Vaughn had jumped into the list. What cool stuff, but cold. Yeah, Pete Rose was cold. Canseco, Todd Zeile had slipped. Sportflix, Mattingly. So, interesting list. You guys can pause it and look at it. But you had Mattingly 27 on the hot list, 5 on the cold list. Boo. Hershiser, Jerome Walton had fallen out of favor by this point. He was done. He was a hobby darling. He was actually the hottest card in 89 Upper Deck for a while, not Griffey. But that didn't last long. Will Clark, Eric Anthony of the Stros, Matt Noakes. But yeah, they stopped doing cold lists a long time ago. But how many people would like to buy a near mint to mint that card for $9,600? Yes, please. But yeah, it's interesting to go back and look at the pricing in this stuff. It's super cool. But the reason I loved this, other than I loved the cover more than any other cover ever, is this is the month where there's the Mattingly. 1990 Leaf did that. Double arrows on every card. And it would do it again on the next month. Frank Thomas rookie had jumped to $18. And I think it went to 36 the next month. Doubled again. It was going crazy. And I was so excited opening these packs. It was the coolest thing ever. Every single card in the set, double arrows in this Beckett. And I loved this Beckett already the best. My original copy I wore out. But yeah, just a beautiful cover. Still love it to this day. I think I have 3 or 4 different copies of this. One of them might be the oldest one from back then, but 90 Leaf took off, and it was just, man, it was magical to me. So let's look at these things. Here's the first one. My local guy, of course, Bagwell wasn't around yet till 91. So there's Biggio. Great looking card. The photography, the clean designs, the silver on these, clean white border, like 84 Donruss, like just about everything else I like. Just classic card. And they had this great photos on the back, silver backs, really easy to read, nice stats, and a little bio. I just think it's one of the best designs of all time. I will never not love this set. But that's the Biggio in a tin. Here's my guy, Paul Molitor. Molly was essential in winning the World Series for the Blue Jays when I was going crazy for them. I'll always love him. But yeah, 90 Leaf Molly. What an awesome hitter. Quickest hands in baseball history. Here's Wade Boggs. Just great photography. I just love this set to death. You can't have Wade Boggs without Tony Gwynn. Just clean design. So those two hitting machines there together. The Rocket, great picture of the Rocket. Love that card. Just spectacular. Great picture on the back. Just an awesome card. 90 Leaf was the best, man. Here's Canseco. And how about these two cards together? Perfect pair. Bash brothers in their stances from the same angle. Love that. 1990 Leaf, man. Some of the most magical times of my life was around that time and opening these packs and building a set. And there was a Series 1 and a Series 2. You had to open, both boxes to be able to get it. But I wanted that set more than anything. And I built it. Here is the big unit. Randy Johnson's second year card. Beautiful card. Great looking card. Big unit there. Next one, none other than Rickey Henderson. Another guy in a similar stance over there for the A's. But Rickey being Rickey, beautiful card. Beautiful picture on the back. Love these cards. Absolutely love these cards. Maybe the greatest player of all time, Barry Lamar Bonds. Great looking picture there. These are just awesome cards. Just seeing them laid out like this together just makes me happy. The guy that still commands more price than most players in any set, Bo Jackson in a 10. Super awesome card. He and Nolan Ryan were the hottest things on the planet about that time. One of my favorite cards in the whole set. Super spectacular picture. Cal Ripken Jr. in a 10. Just a beautiful card. Just awesome looking. Man, it just brings back so many memories, good memories of going to those shops I used to go to, trying to build these sets. Just amazing. And we got a run of some Ryan cards here. This is a checklist on the front, but it's Nolan Ryan on the back. So here's a 10 of that. The No-Hit King card. Here's the back of it. Is when he pitched his 6th no-hitter. He hadn't even done his 7th yet, but he had 5,000 strikeouts and 300 wins. He hadn't got the 6th no-hitter. Of course, he was already the no-hit king with 5, but would go on to do another one. But beautiful card. I remember when this came out, it was just like, wow. I wanted that football card in 89 Upper Deck, and I wanted this thing. Just super awesome cards. One of my favorite looking Nolan Ryan cards of all time. 90 Leaf, Nolan Ryan. Just the classic pose. Clean, wonderful design. Great picture on the back. That card is just awesome. Man, it brings back memories. If anybody finds a DeLorean with the flux capacitor, let me know, because I want to go back. I want to go back. It was so fun. And the Sosa rookie. Now this would not come a big deal until '98. So when we were opening these were a couple bucks. And this would be $160 in '98. Raw. Not everybody was grading at that point. It was just cranking up with the hotness of him and McGwire. That's when grading really took off in '98. But that card I will always love because he's one of my favorite players of all time. Unbelievable. And the big rookie, Frank Thomas. Everybody wanted this card. Beautiful smile on the back. This is the Frank Thomas card to have. If you like Frank and you want a rookie, it is just so classic. Still in the old uniform. They wouldn't change to the black and whites for another year, but just so memorable trying to chase this card in packs. You'd have been so excited to find this thing. We didn't need hits. We didn't need all the crazy inserts at that point. It was those cards right there. Just looking at those lined up, 3 Ryans and the Sosa and Thomas rookie. Just amazing. Absolutely love these cards. I always will. If I only had to have a set of 84 Donruss and a set of 90 Leaf and nothing else, I'd probably be okay. And of course, you probably know who's missing at this point, who has become the #1 guy of the era, Ken Griffey Jr. And of course, this is a second-year card, but in a PSA 10, it holds some decent value now. Just a beautiful card. Such a classic card right there. That thing is super cool. This whole set just gives me the feels, man. It's just amazing. Just looking at these things just makes me happy. That's what cards are supposed to do, but nothing will ever take me back to that time like this. These cards take me right back to being a kid, going to those card shops, talking to the dealers, opening some packs, trying to build sets with my friends of this stuff, being super excited with the up arrows and the Beckett's. And it was kind of their answer to 89 Upper Deck, but in my opinion, this was the cat's pajamas right here. But I have a super special card that is one of my favorite cards in my whole collection and always will be. I would never sell this card unless I was literally starving to death. This card is super special and it's super tough, and trying to get it in a 9 is next to impossible. If you've never seen it, it will blow your mind. So there is the back of the Griffey. Here is the back of this one. Now you can see he has a non-smiling face, 4 of 12, and it says special preview card. Check this out. Taken a split second different and zoomed out compared to this one. The preview card is zoomed out. Other than that, he's got the bat behind his head, so it was a split second different, and it was zoomed out. and that's a 9. It is impossible to get a 9 unless you pay some big bucks. I think there's one on eBay for $2,000 right now. I don't know what you'll get, and I haven't looked. It may not be still on there, but that is one of my favorite cards in the history of the world. The 1990 Leaf Preview Ken Griffey Jr. second year card. My favorite set that I ever opened as a kid. Will always be my favorite. 84 Donruss is my favorite for different reasons, but 1990 Leaf brings back memories like nothing else. But this card here, the 90 Leaf Preview Ken Griffey Jr. second year, is one of my top cards that I'll ever own, even if it wasn't worth anything, but luckily it is. But you can see how cool that is. That, you know, that would have been given to dealers to kind of show them what this set was going to look like. There was, you know, the other players too, but this is the one to have. You know, there's 12 different guys, but the Griffey was the one to have. And this thing is centered up super nice. I used to have an 8 that was off-centered, but I upgraded to the 9. They don't hardly ever come up for sale, and if they do, like I said, a couple grand or something, people try to ask, but I don't know what it's worth. I don't care because I'm not selling it, but you can see that Nolan peeking out from the middle there. These cards are just beautiful. They bring back so many good memories. But there's a whole slew of 10s right there with the super awesome 9 Griffey Preview. Hopefully you've never seen that before, and if you had, maybe you hadn't seen it in a while. Hopefully you enjoyed this, but thank you guys for watching, kind of going down memory lane with me. This is a set that I thoroughly enjoy like nothing else, and that card there is super special to me, and just love it. So thank you guys. Thank you for subbing. We're almost at 300 subs. I am going to be doing something special on that. We'll talk about that very soon, but if you're not subbed, please sub, or you know, if you have a friend that hasn't seen it or hasn't subbed to the channel, please tell them about it. We'll get over 300 pretty quick, and I'll do a video, and we'll do something cool for that I'll reveal. But thank you guys for everything. Thank you for commenting and liking everything you do. I appreciate you. Until next time, thanks guys.